Hey guys, I'm here to do today a different video for you. I'm going to show you my bullet journal. Now, I normally probably wouldn't have done this video, but a couple of people said that they wanted to see what my bullet journal was like. So I'm going to explain to you how I started a little bit of journaling. I was using this, which is a Midori Traveler's Notebook. So, you know, nothing out of the ordinary about that. I think you know what these look like. And I quite enjoyed it. And I still enjoy my Midori. I just don't use it for the same things. So just so you can have an idea of what I was doing before. In my Midori. So this was 2017. So there's my January. There's some reading goals, you know, there's some notes, more white spaces. So you can see it's a little bit like that. And here was the other one. This was 2016. I was a little better at it for 2016. I actually like the way this one looks because there's a lot of, you know, creativity in the way I was decorating my pages and going about journaling. And hopefully I will get back to this type of journaling. There's a lot of writing there. So each month had something, you know, special about them. And I quite enjoyed that. Yeah, I think it looks really good. So that was what I was doing in the Midori Traveler's Notebook. Now, what I'm using now is the Moleskine. And the Moleskine, this is a flexible cover Moleskine. And the problem with the Moleskine is I don't mind so much if the pages aren't numbered. I don't care because I can number the pages myself. But what I don't like about the Moleskine is the quality of the paper. As you can see, this paper it's very thin. And I just don't like that because I can't use my fountain pens on this particular journal because it goes right through and marks the other side of the paper. So that's not very, very good. So let me just show you what I've been doing so far. We're only in the 1st of March and hopefully my journal will develop over the year. So this is my first page, which I consider to be my wish page, you know, so you don't really need to see that too much. Okay, first I have here is, so you can see a bit more. What I have here is my key. So the key is a good thing for you to do to organize how you're going to put together your bullet journal. I try to keep mine simple and I try to stick to this kind of, to these symbols. So first I started with my reading and writing resolutions. So by the end of the year, we'll see how many of these I actually get through. Let's hope I get through more than I think. Next, we have our reading stats and the reading genre and the book format. So I'm going to keep track of this over the year, and I will be looking at this page more in December more than anything else. On this page, I have is my social media tracker, where I have tracking my following. So subscribers for YouTube, followers for Instagram, followers for Litzy, and followers for Twitter. Now here, this part here, it's a tip in that I made specifically. I cut this out of my journal from last year and made a tip in here so that I could compare at the end of this year with last year, 2017. So that's what that's all about. Next, I have this page, which is all about the books. So once I finished reading my books for the month, I color in a few books here and there, and then I write the titles on. So hopefully by the end of the year, this will be completely covered, because my reading goal for 2018 on Goodreads is 60 books. So I think there might be a bit more than 60. There might be like 70 on here or something. This is something that I found online. I went online, I found the paper, photocopied it, and put it together like this. Okay, next sheet that I have is Sunday Shorts ideas. So Sunday Shorts are books that are under 200 pages that you can pretty much read on a Sunday. So I have made a list of some Sunday Shorts, and I've already read 2 Sunday Shorts off of this list. So that's good. Next, I have my Reading Blackout and hashtag Read So Lit. And this is a list of all of the books that I own. It's not all of them, but it's a lot of them. And these are books that I feel like I need to try to read like yesterday. Okay, so as you can see on here, Red Death is filled in, Devil in the Blue Dress is filled in. I have to go back and still fill in a couple more, but that's what this is all about, these 3 pages. Next, I have my Big Book Challenge, and it's also it's a fairly short list though, but these are books that are way over 400 pages that I could be using to go to that I could be using in order to finish my goal of 12 books read over 400 pages. This is my new releases page. So as things are being released, I put them here with the hopes that I will either try to read them. So for example, like here we have Halsey Street. I could fill that one in right now because I've read this one already. I read this one last month. So yeah, I'll fill that one in. So that's what that is. Here is where I'm keeping all of my movie stubs on these pages. So these are all free. As you can see, Black Panther twice, Pentagon Papers, The Passenger, Downsizing, and 3 Billboards. That's what I've seen so far this year. So when I have my stubs, I will paste them on these pages. Next, we have my TV shows. So these are some of the TV shows that I'm following, and so I'm writing down the series and I fill in once I've seen that particular episode so that I know where I am, because I'm following quite a lot of shows, and I hope to be following more eventually. All right, so then I have my January slot. This is my January overview. I don't do specific overviews at the beginning of each month because it's just not necessary for me. I don't need to recopy all that all over again. I just don't need it. So this is where I write down some of my work schedule. And then here on the empty squares is where I keep a page tracker of how many pages I've read for the month. Now, this one isn't exactly accurate. It should be over 1,000 pages, but I haven't filled it in yet. So I'm going to have to do that. But that's how I keep the page tracker. So then I have my layout for the week. Sometimes I put tip-ins of pictures. I may put more in. I just have my pictures printed out by Cheers. This one was done by my daughter because she has one of those Instax cameras. And so, you know, with the Fuji Instax. So she took that picture and she didn't want it, so I wanted it. So what I do is I have my weekly layout here. I do my weekly layout. There isn't much color. Sometimes I put some washi tape here and there. But basically I put everything that I want to do for the day. And then sometimes what I do is I write things under there the same day. This is my hashtag Read So Lit videos. This is when I was, you know, trying to get everybody to do videos for hashtag Read So Lit. So I was keeping track. And so these are all of my notes. This is another project, which is, it's a wheel. And this wheel is to to track the different areas of your life. So I did it for January, and I'll be redoing it again every 3 months to see if I've improved. So here was like a thank you that some of my students, my trainees, gave me after a class. They gave me a basket with some lovely macaroons. And so this is the place, and it has all the flavors. So I put that in there because it's really nice. This is the list of the hashtag Read So Lit. The hashtag Read So Lit photo challenge. So this, I decided to take some nice paper and just make a list, just make it look interesting. And then here we have February, which I didn't fill out half of the stuff that I could have filled out on here. I have a lot of it on my phone. But I do have my page tracker right here. As you can see, the page tracker, it goes like this and it goes around. And the month of February, I think I read 1,695 pages is what I calculated. So I just color them in by colors. All right, and so here you go. You have my layouts again. And you'll see here, you see I write notes to myself. Sometimes I even put the weather, but I don't really care about that for the moment. So it's mostly a chance to write down the things I need to do. And I write some, to do some journaling underneath each square if I want. So that's where I am. That's more journaling. This is a list of some books that I've discovered on the videos that we've been watching for hashtag Read So Lit. But I haven't finished that. There are other things. And then here is the month of March, which I've started. So you see, I've put my tracker up here since the 1st of March starts on a Thursday. So I have these 4 boxes free. So this is where I'm going to put this, this is where I put my page tracker. So yeah, so that's it. That's what I've been doing. It's nothing, you know, revolutionary or anything. This is just what I'm doing and how it works for me. I think what I'll do is I'll see, you see it's getting big already. And I have a feeling 6 months down the line, I'll need to go and get another one like this, which I'll probably get, I have a second one like this, but it's a hardcover moleskin that I'll use, you know, as my second part of the year. But I think what I'll do is the following year, I will take a Leuchtturm or something a bit bigger with better paper in it so that I can do more journaling that looks like this one with, you know, drawings and, you know, like I had done before, more like this one, so that it can look more like this. And yeah, and because that looks more like me, except I want to mix that and bullet journal together. So that's all I have for you today. I hope this was good enough for you that you could actually see what I do and maybe inspire you to do a bullet journal as well, or just a regular journal, you know, if you don't want a bullet journal. And yeah, so tell me how you'd like this video. If you want me to do a video like this more regularly, just let me know, and I'll see if you know what I can do to make it interesting for you. So that's all I have for you today. Bye.